1 week out from Ultra Trail Snowdonia, 100 miler. So I am just about to do a short-ish section, the last section I'll do on the course. Just come out of Beddgelert. I parked at Beddgelert and we're going to go and do the Beddgelert to Ryd Ddu section. So if you're not too familiar with that one and you are doing the race, well, the 100k or the 100 miler, then yeah, it might be useful, and I will give you an update as we go. The first climb is Hebog, which is here. They always look so undramatic, if that is a phrase, on these videos, don't they? But yeah, don't underestimate Hebog. Well, no matter what you do, it is straight up, and it gets steeper and steeper until you reach the top. It is, if you're ever in the area for the fell race, it's such a great day to be involved in. Yeah, just hammer it up Hebog, hammer it down, have a beer, maybe have some pizza. So yeah, and maybe that is for another day though. In the build-up, I've done the Lakes 40, which was good. I gave that a good bit of effort with the poles, and everything felt good. And then last week was the only time that it didn't really go to plan. I was meant to do an event in Scotland, be a speaker and help out, and just do a 3-day event with Beyond the Ultimate, but I had to stay at home. Just for some personal reasons, nothing too serious, but it was just, I had to stay at home and be on kid duty more than anything. So yeah, I didn't run too much last week, and then you're in that funny stage where you think, well, I've got another week to go where I could do some running, but I've just took it easy. I'm going and taking this pretty easy today. I'm just going to hike everything, run easy on the downs, and that's it. By the time we get to Beddgelert on the race day, won't be moving too fast, so there's no point in pushing this one either. You can see where you've come from in the background now. Okay, I'm gonna get the poles out, because it's gonna start steepening up now. Up Moel Hebog. After a good bit of hiking on mainly grassy bank, you'll eventually hit the path where all the rocks just are a little bit looser and it zigzags all the way up to the top. You do have to just be a little bit careful that you're not going offline, but I'm sure, yeah, it'll be pretty well marked at this point. Now, I was going to leave the volume on just so you could hear what the wind was like, but when you get to the last kind of 100 metres of the climb, I don't think I've ever been up here where it's not been very, very windy. I had to put the poles away at this point because they were just pretty useless sideways in the wind. So just be aware of that when you're going up. You might need to stick a waterproof or windproof on just to stay warm. Once you're up over this final bit, there's a few rocks to negotiate, and then yeah, last push up to the summit trig. coming down from Hebog is pretty steep, a lot steeper than I'm making it look in this video. So if your legs are still working, just be cautious and take your time really, because yeah, there's a long way to go, and this is a bit of a quad batterer. So that was the short climb up to Moel Hebog, and then you're running over to Moel 11. Now, the running is pretty good here, so I'm going to have my fingers crossed that I can still run at this point, and hopefully you can too, because it's a brilliant piece of running really. It's nice hard ground where it's got good drainage, so in any weather you should be able to keep trotting along. And yeah, it's just good fun, especially, like I say, if you get the views on the day. The next significant climb will take you up towards Driscoll, so yeah, now is a good time to just remind yourself that if you haven't taken on any food or nutrition for a while, get that down you, because when you hit this loose kind of slab area of the climb, you're at the bottom and there's quite a long way to go to the top. So the last tricky section before you descend into Ryd Ddu is the ridge, and although it's not particularly dangerous, it will probably slow you down even more than the rest of the route. My best advice would be to stay high. Instinctively it's easy to go a little bit lower, but yeah, you will have an easier passage through if you do stay high and stay to the left. Obviously not too far to the left. After that bit of excitement, it's time for your quads to get involved again, because that is Ryd Ddu down in the distance, and yeah, it gives you an idea of how far you've got to run down. It will be a nice feeling, I imagine, getting down to Ryd Ddu, getting into that checkpoint. Then you've got into the last kind of 38 to 40k of the race.